What is it aside?
Predictions.
Nah, I don't give a fuck about that shit. The only election.
Monologue.
My motherfucking monologue. Today is election day. Selection day, if you will. I call it selection day because I'm a little bit more keen to what the fuck's going on as opposed to the rest of these jigaboos are around here. No offense to the porch monkeys. Hey, look. I hate this day. I hate this day because it negatively affect the way I feel about black people. It make me feel
Only
sad.
today?
Huh?
Only today?
One of them. One of them. But this day might be the highlight because what these niggas be doing, man, they be lying. They be lying on our ancestors. They be bragging about voting and shit. They feel like they did some more accomplished shit. They say shit like, I'm voting because my ancestors couldn't. I'm voting because they did their blood, sweat, and their tears. And I'm thinking, what ancestors? Like, our ancestors ain't know what the fuck was going on. They was out here getting beat. They getting chased with dogs, sprayed with water hoses and shit. And they thought that was the remedy to get out that situation. They were more close to the slave ships than we were. They was looking for any solution they could. They don't talk about how some of our ancestors turned to communism. You know what I'm saying? Some of our ancestors turned to communism and escaped the world system as it was. Nobody talks about that shit today because it don't fit the American agenda. The only reason why they eventually gave niggas the right to vote because they needed niggas to assimilate with them. They need niggas to not be separated. Like we faced with the little shit where they teach us our whole lives and shit that we was trying to get integrated. They had whites only this, blacks only that. My mother's from a place in Mississippi and shit that I never heard of. And every time she tell me where it's at, I forget it. It's some old goofy, like it got like 4 O's in it, and that's the start of the town. But I asked her one time, man, I was curious and shit. I'm like, you don't care about slavery? And she was like, nah. I said, what? We talking and shit. I'm like, how was they treating y'all when you was a little girl in Mississippi? She said, we weren't never around white people. And it fucked me up because how history teach you, man, it make you think that it was constantly a nigga smacked by somebody white and shit. And we need it. I never understood as an adult, as a child, you know what I'm saying, you easily programmed, you thinking like we need to be integrated. We know historically, as I said earlier in the Instagram post, we had neighborhoods or black communities like Black Wall Street. That's always the first one to come to mind. It's the most popular one. It was affluent black people making money hand over fist, and it was self-contained within their own community. That this country is not set up for that to happen. They had to go in there and burn that shit down. This is not the only instance that this happened, but it's the most popular one. It's the only one that always come to the forefront of my mind. I can fast forward this in the modern times, something that's more contemporary with what this show is about tonight. Jay Prince, the head honcho of Rap A Lot Records, Irv Gotti, Suge Knight. They was in talks to come up with a record label.
Wasn't the fourth one?
With them three, I don't know. Was it?
Suge, Jay, Irv.
Google it and then you talk about it during your monologue.
I'll ask the question.
Listen, no, but it might have been four. Cause I honestly felt like I was forgetting somebody. But the thing is, they were gonna put all their money together. They all were fucking financially set. A lot of money to where they wouldn't need a Sony, a Universal, or any parent company to finance their money. This is when Irv gets indicted, and that blows everything off the table. People see what's happening to him, they're like, let me back away from the situation. What I'm saying is, they do not want us to independently be able to finance ourselves. So what they do, they give us the illusion of inclusion. And one of their most powerful tactics that I didn't even know was a tactic was to give niggas stickers. I did not know that was the way the niggas give them stickers and a hashtag and say you did it. It reminded me like when you was a kid, you passed a spelling test and they give that sticker, you run home and show your mama and shit because you can stun on niggas. You like, I got a sticker and nobody else does. Except in this instance, it's I have a sticker and everybody else does. This is The Walking Dead. Shout out to Rick Grimes. His career's over on The Walking Dead, by the way.
He died the other day, didn't he? On Walking Dead, they talking about it or some shit.
The spirit of Rick Grimes lives right here. inside of me. Because it's like I woke up out of my coma and I see these niggas running around and shit for the polls and shit talking about I voted. With no semblance of, like, they have no, and I say they, and I mean this as a whole, they're only doing it because they seen somebody else do it. And it is weird to me. It is some of the most zombified shit I have ever seen in my life. And I wouldn't mind it, except how it's a pop thing. And from what I can remember, it started with Puffy, with the Vote or Die, the shit they had going on MTV. And I'm like, this is y'all segue into the hearts of Black American, smooth R&B dancing rappers. This is what getting niggas going. And so, again, our ancestors, that is a terrible crush to go by, because our ancestors were cutting off the heads of white babies when they seen something fucked up. That's the part of history that they don't want you to identify with your ancestors, the Nat Turners. And even not just the black people trying to help, but the John Brown, the Harper Ferry. This is certain like information that you should know, but you don't know because they want to keep us in a place of fucking need. The need comes from us needing to depend on white people to save us. They will give you some local goofy councilman and say, this is going to help you and she get the bleachers fixed at the fucking football field. There's nothing significant that these so-called politicians are doing. They're nothing but figurehead. There is no leadership for Black America in this country. I said this maybe last week, but I say it every week if I have to. We were the only group of people who were forced to this country. Everybody in this country, we are the only ones who were forced. Everybody else came for vacation. We got dragged across a body of water, beat, disenfranchised, raped, pillaged, brainwashed. And then we were told to turn around. The same motherfucker who just took his dick out your ass, you had to ask him for tissue to wipe your ass. You know what I'm saying? It was brutal. It was brutal, but we identified with our captive. They call that the Stockholm Syndrome, where you start falling in love. We had this discussion last week to where I tell y'all, I am not an American. We are captives. We are hostages. And I use the analogy as if your child was kidnapped. Does that become another person's child? No, it doesn't. I have to wonder, what is the thought process of voting? Like, what are you trying to accomplish? Can you really vote your way out of misery? I haven't heard anyone, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't heard too many campaign slogans. I see the diss videos and shit that Mike Brown them got. Best thing I've seen since Tupac and Biggie. I must admit. They be shooting shots.
They do be
shooting shots, and I appreciate it and shit, but it's all the WWF. It's more rigged than this, the honky tonk man versus Ultimate Warrior. What? And this is what people don't understand. People who don't know me, they would consider it a rant. Cause I sit around on Instagram all day and I talked about it. And it comes from a place of anger, cause I can't believe that people say it's stupid. Like I can't sugarcoat the shit or nothing. I'm like, are y'all this blonde? And our stickers worth that much? I don't even think they smell. Like, I think you scratch them, they still smell like regular stickers. There's nothing fucking creative about it. It's just red, white, and blue.
They ain't giving them to everybody though.
Only the real niggas. Only the real niggas, the ones who can clean up in the house. But like, what is the end game? Like, what? And like, matter of fact, I lost my train of thought. If you ever try to play me and shit like I'm on some sucker brand new shit, you got me fucked up. And what I mean by that is, people who know me, they can take you back to when I'm like 14, 15. I've always been socially conscious and socially aware. Even if I didn't know exactly what I was aware about, I've always felt different and the need to speak up about what was going on. So when you sit around here and you, like, I got. When people say they're king stuff, that's, you know what I'm saying, that's the thing, king, queen. I tell people all the time, I don't identify with the king. I identify with the general to where I can lead, but I have to be on the front line. You know what I'm saying? I'm a front line type person. My hands will be dirty. So when I've been throughout the year talking about the rights and the wrongs and stuff, and I've been aware and trying to bring awareness to the situation, it hurts my soul when I see niggas who jump up on particular days and they just all of a sudden super woke. They super conscious and they super give a fuck. I haven't heard anyone say anything about what's going on in Congress the whole year. I haven't heard nobody say why they don't like this councilman the whole year. It takes prodding. There's nothing more embarrassing than seeing niggas have to be forced to take a stand and they don't even know what they're standing for. It's a terrible time to be in because it's with social media. There's a perception that popularity equals right. People mix popularity with truth, and that is very disturbing. I can say some real shit, and it's happened to me, but it's not nothing new, so I'm not sensitive to this issue. It don't bother me. But one thing people can't do is play me like I'm fake woke. I've studied things since I was fucking young. Like I'm not bragging. I'm just being factual and stuff. That when I say things and stuff, like it's like a level of understanding that you have to have to get it. And so, I mean, like I don't have nobody here. The only person who voted was you, right, Corey? You voted Scott.
Obama.
You did.
I'm sorry. Nah, I didn't vote.
I'm not mad at that. You did.
The first time around.
First time around.
Young Jesus
I
put out
gave-
that album.
I
My
gave-
president is black.
I gave
Nah,
niggas
Jesus
passes.
dry.
I gave niggas the passes the first one. Second time, you was a doofus.
I didn't go the second time.
What you vote for today, Corey?
I just really straight ticket, but I'm more or less concerned about the school shit, like the IPS.
Did you
Like,
hashtag Democrat?
Nah,
Oh, when you say straight ticket, what you mean?
like just pick a party or whatever.
What
Like
party did you?
I don't remember. I was more or
Oh, he
less.
did you like white folk?
No,
I
tell you all that.
I
I don't discuss politics or religion.
Yeah.
The goofy shit. But so you went straight D's.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
straight Democrat. But
And
it
what
was-
makes you do that?
as I look at
Hold on, because this is the Walking Dead type shit that I'm talking about.
I don't just do it because my parents voted Democrat or well, it's crazy because
Okay,
So-
we don't need the long story.
all right,
Long story short, why did you go straight Democrat?
because I looked at some of the views that they told me that they had, which is, I mean, I just went with who lied the best to me. If you want to break it down like that. So,
It's like time to start pump faking. What lies attracted you?
I mean, like, what they gonna do for the community? Like you say, fix the bleacher or whatever. But one who's gonna help. Like, I'm looking for the ones who's gonna help my kid. Well, not really. I'm not looking for help. Let me backtrack. 'Cause I know you
Come
get
on,
stuff over
social
there.
program. Come on,
But
welfare.
I'm just
nigga.
saying, I'm just looking for, you know what I'm saying, what's gonna help my children out in the future. Not looking for handouts, but like what's gonna be a better. Not even gonna get no better, but what could be better than what it is now. As far as who's gonna do shit for my kids and me in the community.
And who said they're gonna do something for your kids?
Yeah, shit.
Can you imagine having a child? I'm asking anybody, this open question. Can you imagine having a child vote for a nigga to save your child, your own child, the child that you brought to the fucking world? Can
But
you
see-
imagine casting a vote for a motherfucker to raise your kids?
But see, I'm not cash voting to raise my kids. That's why I said I knew you was gonna stump over that. But what I'm saying is,
Okay, well make it clear. We got all the time in the world.
but I'm saying the issue, like some of the things, like you said, they're gonna fix around the city. Some of the things that's like the programming for the schools.
Well,
and
okay,
everything.
let's be specific. What was they gonna fix around the city?
They could be programming for the education.
No, what could? But
Programming for
You went
education.
straight for Democrats. So what did the crib? Okay, what education programs were they gonna have?
Okay, well they've been cutting out
You never said
extracurriculars.
what color. You just
I said
assumed.
Democrats. I didn't say color.
No, I'm saying he never said red or blue. He could have.
He said Democrat.
Yeah,
Yeah, put that reefer
yeah.
down. Go ahead.
Yeah.
What?
But you know, like the funding for the schools, public schools, and everything. Like my child is a public school kid, so when they say they're gonna put money into the schools, have even extracurricular activities for the kids, that's something I'm like, all right, if this is what you're gonna do, this is something I would like to see. If it don't happen, I'm not pressed.
Wait a
It's not
minute.
like,
Okay, I'm sorry because I was looking at a mess. You said they they're gonna do some extracurricular programs.
no, it's like okay, so the public schools they would take it out like the music, the arts, the gyms, and everything. You know, stuff that my child is and may be interested in. So if you saying you're gonna put money back into public schools instead of just shipping it out to maybe the private schools and everything, so I'm like, all right, maybe this might could work. But if it don't happen, I'm not saying, well, you let my child down, you let me down. Like I said, I went with what I thought
Who
was
said
gonna
they're
be
gonna
best.
put some money into the public schools?
Who's running? Joe O'Donnell? Is it a Democrat? Joe O'Donnell is talk about bringing jobs back to Indiana. I mean, just there's a lot of stuff they said that's gonna help here that other politicians weren't saying that.
And what was the Republicans saying as opposed to the Democrats? First off,
but all they did was
you a
slander.
Democrat?
I have no affiliation. I don't voted Republican before. I just vote whoever like I said, and the break it down to how you look at it, who tells the best lie.
Shit,
So if you know you being lied to and shit, that like.
But that wasn't my main concern on the ticket, though. I'm trying to tell you, my main concern on tickets was the money getting shifted to IPS or whatever. So it was like, should IPS have the bonds and the money getting forwarded to them? Should they balance the budget to where you see where a lot of money's going to and see how to break down the school? That was my main
the money
concern.
taken out of IPS initially?
Well, cause they said lower enrollments. But once the charter schools started hitting, they started getting state funding, and then the charter schools became free schools. So, and people think charter is better, but really, I mean, homeschool is probably the best. You know, you should teach your own kid. But if you can't afford a lot to do that, I don't think this school is better because it got a rich nigga name on it. I just think, it all reverts back to the teacher. So when the enrollment came low, funding got away from IPS, which made teacher lay off. Now you got teachers that don't really give a fuck. So now that's why I said part of that referendum's gonna give raises to the teachers that they're trying to attract more teachers there. You know what I'm saying? I guess raise their morale, which gonna put back into the school, which put back into the kids. That's my main concern on the ticket this time.
And this affects you how? If they give money to a public school or not?
Yeah, cause my child in public school. My child in public school. She's in IPS.
I'm saying what the funds?
Okay, so if the funds go back, so they bring like her school, they took out music and art. They just brought art back. My child, I mean, she's taking an interest in an instrument, but now with the music gone, that's not there no more.
And just pause real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That there, with them not having a music program in that school, does that prevent you from finding a music program? If she's taking interest in it, couldn't you just yourself
Just
find
go buy? I mean, I could, but if it's already there,
but it's not there. Let's say for instance, it's not there. Does that kill her dream? Is her dream based on your votes of getting this in the school?
It's not just my vote though.
What else is it?
I mean, it's not just my vote alone. That's what I'm saying.
If they don't get past to where they get to have fucking horns and flutes in school, would you allow your daughter to find a banjo somewhere else?
I mean, where would I take her to find a band? Look, I take her out of IPS and then
Go
go
to
to
local councilman.
That's
It's like the dependency. Like, if they don't fucking give you food, listen, in the 80s, if niggas wouldn't give government cheese, they would starve. You know what I'm saying? It's like, if these, I'm gonna call it what it is, if these white people who out here administer money say, no, you can't have this funding in school, is that the end of her dream?
No.
What happens next?
She probably take private lessons. But you saying that like, well, now it's just dead because, well, the white man didn't give the school. That's what you just said. You said these white men, you said if these white people don't give the school your money, is your child dream dead? It's not dead.
But you did say you didn't know. Okay. So, I mean, confusion happens. But like, this is my point right here. My point is, it's a superficial thing. Like it was started off superficial when you said you just voted straight D. That's how I did. Yeah. I remember in 4th grade we had this fucking. I was 4th grade, mind you. We was out here voting for Michael Dukakis or George Bush, and my mama said, "Yo, we some Democrats." Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, you right, mom. You know everything. You fix the food."
We never.
So shit. So when I grow up though, but I grow up and I realize I'm neither one. But if I was to play devil's advocate, I would actually listen to some of the causes that these people had. You know what I'm saying? Theoretically, some of the shit Donald Trump said is some cool shit. If you can get past the hate that they push for you to have, because they gotta have a bad guy, so they gotta be able to control you emotionally. They gotta make you think that Donald Trump is doing something that these racist white people haven't been doing historically forever. They have to act like he's the super Ku Klux Klan. You know what I'm saying? Where he's only just doing what this country was built on. This country wasn't built for us to thrive in. Like, again, we were here as captives. Election is a joke. I mean, I'll say, like, he got a sticker. Would you frame it?
Yeah.
See? You know what I'm saying? And Corey, hey, this is what I be trying to tell my nigga, though, man. Corey caught up in this social media popularity contest. He won't admit it, but he will. He's caught up in it. We fuck with him about it and shit. Like I told him, man, he put on the man. Fuck that, cause I won't miss one. I won't miss one. Listen, Corey, he like an alien. And I mean,
an alien, damn.
Not Mac and more ET. It's like they're gonna talk about the popularity and the conforming, like everybody want to be everybody. I have never seen a man take a selfie and hashtag it. Like, and it's cool. I'm gonna read these hashtags. GQ. Hashtag style. Hashtag me and style. Hashtag fashionista. Hashtag GQ fresh. Hashtag male model. Hashtag fresh. Hashtag I'm handsome. Hashtag Macy's. Hashtag Air Jordan. Hashtag get my guitar, I'm a rock star. Hashtag, no, not the guitar. Hashtag rock star. Hashtag style, not swag. Hashtag Old Navy. Hashtag Nike. Hashtag fashion. Hashtag Oliver Peoples. Hashtag men's fashion. I have never seen. No, I am not lying. Have you ever seen? Like, listen. He snapped. Bars.
It's official. It's official.
Listen, hey.
That's all he's saying. It's all authentic.
You ever seen a nigga do that?
No.
You see chicks do it. You see chicks do it.
Females.
Like women.
Like women, like women.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, and then that's the mic.
Yeah.
But I mean, it ain't. I mean, it's you. It's you. You know what I'm saying? You then you tag Macy's, Old Navy, Nike. Like I don't understand, but it's the system that we caught up in with the social media. And then you told me inside, and I must say you got your 2 cents in. He said that he just doing some these old things. I took your things out the closet. You two wouldn't notice because you two can't dress. He said we can't dress. I said, holy shit, is that the
I got my Coach bag on.
Hey,
I
Asad is here with his purse. Asad is here with his purse.
I still got to wear my joggers and my hoodie, man.
Tell
the same
him
way
about
for 10
tongue. But my thing is though, like it's cool. Like it's cool. It's cool, but what does rock star mean?
Just rock star out there living life. I mean, I don't give a shit about this. That's what you fail to realize.
No. You don't give a shit about what?
This social media shit. So I just put it on there.
Cool. You care about social media.
I don't. If I cared, I would block you.
Listen.
If I cared, I would block you. That's what I said. If I cared, I would block people. I don't give a shit.
The reason why you don't block me is because you don't want to look like you care.
No, I don't.
And have I gave you a reason to block me? Have I gave you a reason to block me?
Yeah.
Emotions. Why?
They hate it. Here's what you do.
Hold on.
You would take something and just like you talk, you like, only women use the tag.
Fashionista.
Are you gonna be talking? Hate to ask me a question, then start talking over me.
Like this.
Hey,
you ever put fashionista? What is that? When you hear fashionista, what you think about? When you hear fashionista, you hear about a grown ass man who's 40 fucking years old with a goddamn 8-year-old daughter calling himself fashionista 7. Do you picture a grown ass nigga calling himself a fashionista? See, this is like this.
But he got flavor. So if he can pull it off, hey.
What's a fashionista? What comes to your mom?
Nope. You're not setting me up.
Let me get back to what I'm saying. So here's obey.
Go ahead.
You set me up.
We
gonna Steph Curry it, but you know what I'm saying?
We all men talking. So men conversation. Go ahead.
So we had the conversation like I only see women putting fashionista. So he'll go like pull up the hashtag. So he'll go put the hashtag fashionista. He'll keep Skip see that's a fag.
Oh, you see some of the most fruity looking niggas on there.
But he don't say nothing about when you see the men or other kind. There's other. It's not just fruits that's doing it.
Listen, there are some gay bodybuilders. There are some gay guys who look tough. They're not.
But what he's gonna point out is, look, see, you doing that shit. That's what the gays do. That's what the gays do.
I said the same thing about him in his purse. But you the only one who think it's blockable. You only consider it blockable offense. Assad is not blocking
just
from
said,
his life
hey,
because I say he has a purse.
I
This
said
ain't
you
no
go
purse, man. This
It's a purse.
What's
Bad bag.
But what you say though?
it's
What
a
you
travel
say?
bag.
Travel bag.
It's a convenient travel bag.
It's a convenient travel bag. You hear me?
And what I hear from Mayweather, when you put them racks in there,
Mayweather
makes it okay.
Mayweather can fight.
He can fight and
You
I'm
got
gonna
enough
tell
money
you
to be a
got first.
faggot. You don't got enough money to be a faggot. But what was you saying though, Corey? Like, tell me what I hate. I like that because that hate, boy, that's a word that's tossed around too
It
easy.
is.
But go ahead,
We can scale it down.
I always
to
say
trolling.
though.
We can scale it down to
I
trolling.
always say though, hate is underrated. If you never hated, you never lived life. We all hated once, so let's act like we've never hated. But what you were saying though?
Where was I at?
Somewhere between Fashion East and Rockstar.
Well, you just take now as I say, you just take the hashtag and look, but you would scroll past. See, look, this is a fag doing. See, fag. But that's what you do. You won't say, okay, maybe it is some niggas that are just doing it or whatever.
I think they fags, no matter what they look like. Not fags.
I
don't think you know fag. Let's get that clear. I don't think you know fag.
Or you be like gays. Look, this is the gay shit. Look, that's some gay shit. Fruity.
And it's just like
So you can be fruity and still be straight.
that bag you had is very fruity. That's some shit that my niece them do. But go ahead, no offense. I can forget them.
Like
Hey, I'll tell you,
Listen,
listen, I'm an old man. I'm an old man. I just seen ASAP Rocky have on a fucking the little head thing and shit, like he Thelma Louise, like he trying to.
The scarf shit.
Yeah, he had a scarf.
Man.
So I don't know this what these young
I
niggas
got on a
doing.
backpack.
Nah, he got a backpack.
One strap
The
backpack.
thing is though, man, it's like my whole thing is. My whole thing is, man, it's like
knapsack.
you doing you, but
It ain't
it's
around the
swag
hip.
bag.
It ain't around the hip. So
pardon me.
It ain't the.
Pardon me,
what was that
sassy.
thing called
He
back?
said he's not doing the
Fanny
fanny pack.
We call it a pouch or something like
It's a
that.
fanny
Sit
pack.
down,
Pouch.
say anything.
So called
Little country
I
shit.
ain't
This
This
is
one
travel
I'm-
bag.
Hey, okay, listen.
We way off topic.
Let's bring it in. Let's bring it back home, Percy's.
Can we play
Percy's.
it back in?
Just for a little while.
Then you lost.
Hell yeah, we all over the place. This is hella intro. But the thing is,
You didn't even introduce nobody.
I know. I ain't got to the intro yet. It's the intro before the
He showed up
intro.
whole lot.
This the intro before the intro. But my thing is though, man, because it's like, because it was like you said when you try to be different, and I was confused, and then we can wrap it up after this though. But like, who was trying? Like, what was I trying to?
Because a lot of people be like, oh, I'm just so, like, people will see something.
Let's
Like,
not talk about people. Let's talk about me because you said me.
Maybe I threw it out there in the broad spectrum. But I said, you said, I've been different. You can ask everybody that's around me. I've been different from them. I'm different from everybody that I hang with.
No, you're not.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
maybe you hang with.
Yeah,
But
everybody you hang with.
But
you're
you like the
different.
reflection of every fucking 22-year-old white boy out there on the internet. No.
I don't hang with no white boys, though. That's all I'm saying. So
But-
everybody I hang with, like, we don't listen to the same music, we don't dress same with nothing. But I'm not doing it intentionally. Like, oh, see, I'm just so different from every nigga I hang around. I'm just different. But sometimes people be like, oh, I'm just so different from everybody I hang with. They intentionally to be different.
But
Which
this,
is
and I understand what you're saying.
That's
But,
that's what.
aside, do you feel like me and you the same?
No, not all, but.
Do you, Javar a little bit younger. Look, run through these introductions.
Yeah.
Nigga call that Juvie. Renaissance Juvie's definitely in the building. Shout out to Juvie. When you're fighting, tentatively fighting.
18th thing.
Tentatively fighting November 17th.
17.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gonna beat somebody up if they talking right. Look, I don't know. We got professional. We got this is a great lineup. Listen, we got an assortment of gentlemen on this panel. Come from all walks of life. Some of us from the mean streets of Anderson. Some of us was slugging down in Atlanta. Some of us trapping gators in Louisiana. Some of us spin bars in Indianapolis. This is a live table. Shout out to Juvie, Renaissance Juvie. He our main man. He the producer. Everything. When you see us on this video, of course you gonna see me on this hoodie. My eye red, I got uveitis. My beard is unkempt, and I cannot dress. And one more. Just back to that. When I found out that I didn't have to dress no particular way to get girls, once I found out that I could bat my eyelashes and stand there and look pretty. I said, I can wear a hoodie and some jogging pants. It is a layup. I'm not trying that hard. I'm not trying that hard for no fucking likes.
That old thing. I'm not trying that hard to get bitches either. This is just something.
No, I'm saying
like.
bitches, but it's that level. It's that attention.
Yeah.
It's that attention. It's that attention. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Matter of fact, just hold this.
If I didn't get no likes, it won't make me
Take
know
a true stick.
Take a true stick.
Core.
I need this.
When you be over there posting all them hashtags, the goal is likes, right?
When you post any picture on
You,
Instagram,
no,
don't just say it's just mine.
No. I'm only asking you. When you do,
and I answered your question.
When you do a hashtag, don't throw everybody under the bus with you. Die alone.
So I'm the only person on Instagram.
Die alone.
Now, hold on, answer your question.
Dry snitching.
Am I the only person on Instagram with Instagram? No, I'm not.
Acting like the police.
Not acting like the police. I'm asking for myself. Am I the only person on Instagram? Am I the only person using hashtags?
You're
yes
the
or no?
only man doing that.
Not the only man.
Go on there and find me another nigga who is heterosexual, who's hashtagging like that. Just one heterosexual outside of yourself.
Plies do it.
Just
Is he gay?
who?
Plies do it. Jim Jones do it. There's a lot of people that do it.
These are fucking rich entertainers trying to draw shit to their brain.
Now it's rules to it.
Yeah,
you said go find it. Then when I find it now, now we gotta change it.
Pull them up.
You always talking about moving the goalpost. Moving the goalpost. Can't move the goalpost.
Okay, you're right. Pull up Plies.
I don't follow Plies.
Well, how you know what he do?
You know people repost that shit.
Shout out to my nigga Corey GQ Fresh. The world's oldest fucking 20-year-old.
Nah, that's Dick Clark.
He will catch your fucking 18-year-old. He will catch your 18-year-old on the way to college and fucker. He's the motherfucking coolest nigga. The coolest motherfucker on the planet. Hashtag what? Hashtag listen. Real shit. Oh shit. You got your tuition. Hey, your big name is the hashtag king. I guarantee you, I don't know if nobody got that shit. They have hashtag king, we got a variation of that, because you gonna fucking take that shit over. Yeah. That's GQ Fresh. We got my favorite Muslim in the world.
AKA Shake Machine.
AKA
Shadow Shake Machine. Your inspiration.
Your lack of dependability.
Really, I didn't mean that, bro. It was a
Hold on. It was a funny shit.
That's accurate. It ain't have to be that funny, but it was
very. And it's even funnier this week than it was last week.
I said, I said, damn, where a side at? He said, you know what? That sounds like the Shake Machine from McDonald's, just out the blue.
Hey, but I'm still there though.
Yeah,
every day I'll be working. That's true.
You don't want it to go nowhere.
Yeah.
And with that said, I didn't go to work today, so you know.
He said, I'm here.
Shout out to Assad. Then we got our guest. No, we won't go that far. We will introduce our guest. We give you the microphone. We got the homie in here, Nicky Neptune.
Oh yeah. Thanks for having me.
Just from hearing that, oh yeah, it would not be confused with Nicki Minaj.
Out the gates.
Shout out, man. We got an MC in the building, man. We're going to get more into that. And of course, I am Latoris, aka The Blueprint. And this is Conceited Nobody. We're going to have a fantastic show, man. It's been a pretty good week, man, considering it's November. It's been some good weather. Ain't nothing really been going on too important. Before we get into this interview or conversation, I don't like to call it an interview, but once we get talking about music, man, we go in. But before we do this, I want to bring up this topic, and we're gonna breeze right through it. But it's so salacious, and my whole time when I had read about it, I was wondering, had y'all heard anything about it? I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony.
I seen that, but I didn't read it. I seen it.
Oh man, why can't I find it? It says Mia Angel. That's her name. Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all why I wouldn't ever talk to a girl named Mia Angel. It sound too transy. It sound too transvestite. It sound transgender. That name has too much sauce on it for me. Listen.
Your name was Mario Angelo.
Yeah. Listen. Long story short, and this is courtesy of Black Sports Online. And the title is Carmelo Anthony's side chick, who he had a baby with, is fed up with people in her DMs calling her a home wrecker. Calls out Melo for being a deadbeat dad. Long story short, Carmelo got his side chick pregnant, almost destroyed his marriage to Lala. After almost 2 years, she is finally taking him back. So he isn't paying much attention to the side chick or the baby. Fuck both of y'all.
Yeah.
He over there crying, ruining my happy home. The mistress, Mia Angel Burks, often posts the kid on her Instagram. She's a proud parent, so one would think that it wouldn't be such a big deal. Alas. I wonder who wrote this article.
Probably a woman.
I have a nice vocabulary and I've never said alas.
Alas.
Alas. People on social media can be cruel and they are DMing her and this pop-up just interrupted. Said people over here, just basically people on there come on there slandering and stuff, and she get on there talking about Carmelo's a deadbeat.
Bastard child. Fuck that baby. Damn. They said
I'm
that
gonna ask
too.
y'all this. First off, Carmelo Anthony, a successful basketball career, college champion, most points in Olympic history.
Yeah.
A stat that I didn't know nobody kept.
Yeah.
At one time, maybe the fastest first step of a small forward I've ever seen in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's on the downside of his career, coming off the bad seasons in New York.
Yeah.
Terrible season in Oklahoma, but no one thought that he would match with Russell Westbrook and Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
He's having something of a renaissance. Shout out to Juvie. Of his career, you know what I'm saying? He's come back a little bit.
Rejuvenation of
He's
it.
doing pretty good, and I want to ask you this: with all that success he has, and first I just ran down his resume. Lala, anybody? White boys girl on Power.
That's why she fucking time. She
Hold on,
emotional.
the MTV shit. What else has Lala done?
That's it. MTV and
How much? And I'm gonna ask y'all this. How much of a right does Lala have to confront Carmelo Anthony about his extra pussy?
nah.
They not together. So they
No, they was married.
They married. Yeah, they was married.
I'm just saying he's on the road to NBA, the whole rep. And you think she was more mad about him getting the chick pregnant or just hitting somebody?
Pregnancy.
Now she probably more mad about him hitting the chick.
It's the embarrassment behind
Yeah.
that baby. You
Pregnancy.
gotta hold on. Yeah, that pregnancy you gotta hold on to.
Yeah.
You gotta look at that. You gotta deal with that. You know,
That's
some
family, man.
women can't do that.
So it was family there.
Some women can't do that. It takes time.
I mean, not some, but most can't do that shit.
Yeah.
That's like right there. When you go get a chick pregnant and shit, you gotta say, hey, whatever you gonna do aside from cutting this dick off, I understand. You gotta just accept whatever's coming. But you're Carmelo. Let's play a little bit of role playing. You're Carmelo,
Right.
and your girl, the chick you hit and tell you, hey, I'm pregnant,
Yeah.
and you don't want it to get out on social media before your girl hears it. Renaissance Yuki, how do you break to your girl?
I'm pacing back and forth in the living room. I probably done bought me about 2-3 Hershey bars with the almond because I like it.
Supposed to be losing weight for the fight.
I got a big jug of water.
This nigga trying to fight.
Yeah, everybody you got a spit cup.
You know, she walks in the door. I'm like, man, I got a rap to you. Shit. Then I don't tell her.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
So,
First thing in the morning, Instagram.
Yeah.
How did you do it, Core?
Shit, I'ma hold out as long as I can till that test come in. Like shit, the test mine.
So the baby's here now.
Huh?
Baby already
Yeah,
here.
if the baby, I'm gonna wait till the baby here. I ain't gonna just tell her before, cause it might be another nigga's kid, or bitch might be lying trying to get some money.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm like, shit.
We in Carmelo's shoes though. This is your baby.
Damn.
man,
I try to hit her with a cease and desist. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, you put anything up, hey, it's a wrap. Sign this. Else, you gotta threaten her. Bitch.
How you gonna break to your girl, man? Come on.
I just ain't gonna tell her.
Uh,
Shit, I ain't gonna tell her. That bitch
say
lying.
you gonna tell her?
That bitch lying.
No, you ain't
that
tell
baby
her.
will come out with that hat on the glass. And tell on you. How you tell inside?
But if I'm Mello, I could tell Lala ain't leaving. I'm the breadwinner anyway. So shit, what you gonna do?
First of all, Melo, that was okay 5 years ago. She
Hold
ready to
on.
leave this dude.
He's still under
He's
his
still-
contract.
Yeah, he's still under that
there.
same contract.
That's why
Hey.
she holding on.
How old is Lala?
You keep saying she's 50.
She looks 50 on Power.
She
probably close
to 40, right? 36, 32, 33.
Lala's not aging that good. She's not aging that good.
She can't. Right off the bat, that's a tough one because you can't.
She 39.
You say we in his shoes, but if we in his shoes, that means we already know, and she already knows.
No, you gotta break it to her.
Okay, so then Corey's right. You gotta wait till.
No, you know it's your baby.
No, it's you.
No, okay, so then.
How you gonna break it to her that it's your baby?
You can't know it's yours
Come on,
until
man,
a
the
certain
baby's
time.
out. But the baby's already here.
All right, so you're saying this?
Listen,
we at the
first of
point
all, this
where-
is make believe. The baby can have a fucking right nostril nose if we wanted to.
A unicorn.
So the point is, yeah, okay, so if you, damn, that means you missed a lot of prayers along the way where it couldn't be. You know, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about, wait a minute. So the hitman didn't do the hit.
Ray Cruz shot Ray Cruz.
Well,
That shit didn't work out too well.
You can't.
Hey.
It's one you can't. That's a tough one.
If I know I did the dirt, right?
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure
yeah.
this is my wife we talking about,
Yeah.
right? No matter what, I'm just I'm gonna be a player. I'm gonna keep it real. Be like, hey, this is what's going on. How we gonna fix this shit?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Cookie this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Tell her before the video,
empire.
tell her.
Yeah, I get it to my chick beforehand.
That ain't gonna come
Before
on
that
first,
shit.
man.
Now the thing is, I'm about to feel that fury right then, right?
Yeah.
And we gonna hash it out right then. But if I let
she
the
hold on.
friends, the media, I let everybody else get in her head and separate us while I'm
Pusha T put it in
on
the
the road hooping,
Pusha
and
T
I
put it
can't
in
get
the
to
song.
her.
Yeah, I know.
Then
from
now
that.
you like I can't get to my bitch. I can't
I know
talk
what
about
you're saying.
she hearing all this stuff. No, I gotta. Hey, look.
I can keep up with that because
Yeah,
feel me?
that's how I was when I had my son, just with my parents. So
Yeah.
that relationship I had with my parents. And now the speed of it getting back to
I
them.
don't give a fuck,
wasn't
man.
that
No,
fast.
that ain't mine. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You can take that route, but you know how that's gonna end. We ain't seen that.
Yeah, you know it's
Here
yours
go
at the
me.
end of the day, so it's
Hey,
Hey.
what you doing? You been on the internet. You been on the internet. Guess we got a baby on the way.
Who?
Not you. Say the woman's thing.
It ain't on the way. It's kind of already here.
What you mean?
You remember that one girl you kept asking me about at the game?
That bitch you said I had that worry about. No, what you gonna say? That bitch?
That you was wrong about her was another bitch.
Is that?
No, but that's how I
No,
told
got
you.
you, you got
Got
you.
you, bitch.
Got you, bitch.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit though. When this bitch off.
You gonna hold it for there. Too.
Probably about 9 times out of 10, man. The chick you get accused of fucking with, you ain't even fucking with.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's always that.
Man,
It's always
it's
that.
always that. They misjudge the situation all the time.
Oh,
They tweaking.
Hey, man.
Boy, hey.
I done got caught up so many times and not even was caught up. Like, God
Piss
damn.
me off, don't
Yeah.
you?
They know they right because they know something happened.
Inspector Gadget.
Yeah, but
You gotta go
they
get
ain't got
petty,
time.
so
They ain't got time.
Got a pity.
Yeah.
And what
First
the
nigga
dog
get caught
name?
guilty because I knew something
I
went
can't
down.
remember.
First nigga is called
Look,
guilty.
look,
Do something with that.
Look, but we're gonna get into. I had to talk about that because we wasn't gonna be no topic field, so I took the first forever.
Hold on, I got one. How you feel about the prequels? Since we don't lie Power, 50 said they're gonna do the prequels to, I guess, show Ghost and them.
Are they not the same character?
I think they had the same characters, but set earlier.
I'm not interested. I mean, I like to see it if they was gonna do them like when they was. See, and then we talking about Power. You said they're gonna have a prequel. If Kanan is a few years older than because he brought me to the game.
Yeah.
If you could do it to where you was gonna have them younger, maybe high school age, but still Kanan gonna be. This would be great if 50 Cent's son and him was in good standing. Because it's
He
to
could
play young
play.
Kanan.
Yeah.
But it all depends on how good the story is. Right now, I'm gonna tell you, we've already talked about on the show. Power is a poorly written show. It's like one of the best work shows I've ever seen. So it's so much you can do in hindsight with the characters. So just off of how this is, of course I watch it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not something I'm clamoring for. It's definitely gonna make some money.
Ah, yeah, because he re-signed with Stars. That's supposed to be one of that in the BMF. So, but I just want to know how you feel.
Seeing that, but that's how you want to introduce your guests, though. We all our guests, but you buy drugs from him.
Hey,
Yeah, talk about it.
you know, we linked up, man, a few months ago. What was that? At the beginning of the year?
When you started working at the joint,
When you started being a customer.
Come on, man, say what the fuck he was doing. That nigga was chasing lobsters.
We gonna do a little. I mean, he can say more about it. Got the whole rundown for every Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
Who you are?
Oh yeah. Nicky Neptune, from Chicago. I've been out here for a little bit now, like going on, I want to say 6 years, 7 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm South Side Chicago, suburbs area. You dig?
I got people on 71st and Morrisville.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got people somewhere everywhere out there. Big family, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the family. Grandma had 16 kids, so it's we everywhere.
Man, bitch.
Out the gate, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Music always been my thing. It's in my whole family. Everybody been doing it, so now it's like my little wave, and I'm taking it right now. I'm doing my Neptune Tuesdays. You dig? Every Tuesday I'm gonna be dropping a joint. I'm trying to create a little wave, shake it up, you know what I'm saying? 2 weeks from now, I got a video coming, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on, man, because I don't want you to feel like you in the video yourself.
Oh, okay, that's what yeah, you know, I'm kicking y'all
Music
like,
Fridays.
No, slow down. So you said you from Chicago?
Yeah.
And you grew up there?
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah. 31.
31.
31.
So, how, like, was you involved in any gang culture?
Yeah, I messed around. I you know, as a youngin', my big brother, he kind of had clout, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of fell into it easily, you know what I'm saying? Easily. So that's how it is. And then once I got older, you know what I mean, I understood what it was, and you know.
And I asked you about Chicago because we know that Chicago is like the excuse for everything going on bad in America. And what I mean by that is, it's always like when the police kill somebody, and we mention the fact that we being targeted and nobody care. The first thing they say is, "What about the black on black violence in Chicago?" So I just want to thank you for taking away from Felipe. No, I'm just playing. But look though, how like I always wonder, man, because I think we all fans of The Wire, most of us. We watched The Wire, and we know it's that episode where they was, the whole season 5 where they was fluffing up the murder rate to feed into the agendas that they had. And me myself, I always say, like, it seems like every holiday you will see on the news, like 45 people got killed in Chicago today.
100 shots, 45 shots
so,
in a weekend.
Just, you're not too far removed from this. 6 years, you got a big family, so I'm sure you visit there often.
Yeah,
How is the murder rate and the violence as bad as the news tells us?
Well, you know, the news they gonna always gonna put they twist on everything. Everywhere you live is going down. You know what I mean? What they choose to shine their light on, what cities they choose to shine it on, it all depends. Since I've been here, I've been hearing some crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, these niggas out here, they trying to prove something clearly. You know what I'm saying? And I go back to Chicago and I hear the dumb killing shit. You know what I'm saying? People die over the stupid shit. So yeah, I do think kinda it's a 50-50 with that. You know, they shine the light on what and who they want. You know, and Chicago is one of the murder capitals. So
do you take pride in it?
No, man.
Because
I hate that shit with passion.
I'm gonna tell you, man. When we was young and we was ignorant the way they conditioned us, we thought that was some achievement.
Yeah,
man, that shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Chicago.
Yeah,
I'm from Chirac.
So how you get into rapping?
Rapping came.
Okay, you said you found it.
Yeah, the family. It came second nature. Beating on tables, back in the walls, church. You know what I'm saying? All that. You know what I'm saying? It's been embedded in me. I started off, you know, young in it, moms wouldn't let me watch BET and stuff like that. You did. So I was a gospel gangster. You did. I was a gospel gangster. You did. So I wrote everything. Everything was real simple, and you know it had nothing to do with nothing that's going on. You know what I'm saying? It was all real hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And because my mama had to hear it, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so as I got older, you know, I got my own flavor and style and got a little bit more grown and could say more and know more.
Jumped off the porch by then.
Yup, and then I started saying any and everything. Didn't know what kind of rapper I was.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I'm killing niggas. I ain't killed nobody. I was, you know what I'm saying? You fall into that. You fall into that, and you know, over time, you know.
Okay, Chicago, man. I think Chicago probably one of the most underrated regions for hip hop. Especially when we was coming up in the 90s. Corey,
Crucial Conflict,
Die Hard,
Do or Die.
Yeah.
Die Hard hip hop fan like I am, so he gonna know some of the names. All the people he named, and a group that people hardly ever name. They was real popular in Chicago, man. I don't care you only 31. I say only because we old most of them. Well, hell, we're the only old heads.
Yeah.
But look.
He's like 24.
You familiar? You remember Psychodrama?
Yeah.
How big was they when you was coming up?
They was mid. Yeah, they was it.
They was on
right
the first album.
Yeah.
Who was your biggest influence coming up in Chicago? They're not necessarily a person from Chicago, but
okay, I was gonna say a person from Chicago. Well, growing up, it was always Jay-Z.
Yeah.
I was rocking with Hove and the whole Rock Nation. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with them all the way. I never been a lyrical deep rapper, so I always liked how Hove talked to people. He wasn't deep, but I felt like he always talked to you.
When you say deep, you mean the context?
Yeah. He'll dig in, you know what I'm saying, and make you think, but he wasn't one of those that, you know what I'm saying, took you all the way and made you think. So, my bad. So, you know, I liked him. You know what I'm saying? And then more growing up, it was Wayne. I always rocked with Pac because of my brothers was Pac fans. So I had Pac always playing, you know what I'm saying? Pac was Pac, you know what I'm saying?
You just named 3 rappers who people argue about as being arguably the best rappers ever. Before we get anywhere else, can you give us your top 5?
My top 5.
You can't put yourself in
there. Top 5 all time rappers. Yeah. This gonna tweak y'all. This gonna tweak y'all.
He gonna be in there. Go ahead.
It's gonna tweak y'all who I think.
Tucci, look.
Y'all know Wayne in there. Y'all absolutely know Wayne is in there. And if we gotta put it in numbers, you want me to put it? I ain't gonna put it in numbers. Top 5, Jay-Z, absolutely.
Wayne, he said
Wayne. Eminem, hands down. It's what you think. You know what I'm saying? Like for Eminem's diagram, yes, Eminem. You know what I'm saying? For Hov, for Wayne, they all had their runs, and I think they all good. Pac, and then
that's 5.
That's 4.
That's 4 piece. That's 4 piece, and I don't know. I think that's where I stopped with the top.
I'll take that though. I know since making something like somebody else.
You know what I'm saying?
Are you disappointed because we had discussed it concerning albums here, in particular that latest Lil Wayne? What do you think of that?
The last
Carter 5.
Carter 5. Now, the Carter 5 was. We waited how long for that?
I didn't wait.
Y'all didn't wait? Okay, so
I was waiting. I didn't know I was
waiting.
I didn't know he was coming out with another one.
You know, the Carter 5 was supposed to come out 2-3 years ago. Yeah, it was well over the wait. I feel like some of the songs was then.
Yeah.
And you know, for what it's worth, you listen to it, it's Wayne, and you like, man, that's Wayne. And you know what happened to him, and you respect it. You know what I'm saying? No, it wasn't hot then because Kevin Gates dropped his, and I was like, oh. I started rocking that Kevin Gates. You know what I'm saying? So it was like Wayne had some songs on there, but it wasn't.
You gotta listen to it over.
You have to. You have to like the Wayne.
You
have to ride to it. You have to take a road trip to Wayne so you can hear him speaking to you. Because if you gonna pop it in and just expect to hear Wayne go bar for bar and punchline like he used to, it ain't the same. You know what I'm saying? Because of the new wave to change that, so it don't
It's
sound.
almost like you gotta adjust the old graphics.
Listen.
It's just like the
We're not playing
classics,
Sega
Godfather,
Genesis.
Yeah.
Scarface. You
My
gotta
thing
go
is
back.
though, man, I don't want to take too much away from our guests talking about other rappers. I asked you this because I want to ask you, from the people that you name and formulating your style when you was coming in your own, what did you take from them, if anything, and added to your repertoire?
Being real. First off, the hustling, the being smart about it, just the calculated moves, how they do things. I used to go punchline like Wayne, and then I started trying to tell more stories. You know what I'm saying? Trying to talk to you, make you understand who I am as a rapper. So I think that's what I kind of took from them. You know, more so being who you is and digging into them lyrics. You know what I'm saying? And bringing them out, painting that picture.
Well, okay, we know the people you name is something crazy that they uniquely all put themselves into their music.
Yeah.
With Jay-Z, he started doing it more so in his later days. As far as like the family side, earlier he talked about his street shit with dead presidents, things like that. With Wayne, he talked about getting shot when he was a little child. We got Eminem, who talked about his mom was out there telling him he had cancer. We got Tupac, who probably one of the most personal songs we ever heard at that point in time was Dear Mama, where he acknowledged the fact that his mother was a dope head when we was laughing at dope heads. So it takes a lot of courage, so to speak, to
Keep it
make
real.
yourself vulnerable. I think like my favorite artists are vulnerable. My favorite rapper of all time is Tupac. We talk about his vulnerability. My favorite rapper who nobody else wants to put on the stand as their favorite rapper instead of Corey is Joe Budden. Very personal in his music. For me, what I like about music is like when people give you something that you can identify with. You mentioned earlier how people, you was talking about killing and shit, and you know you wasn't killing, and that's just what we hear and what we regurgitate. So when you rap, of course, I expect some of the sauce on it.
Right.
That's to be expected. But do you put any of you into it? I'm talking about like where you like, I want to have the people around me gonna respond to this because this is some real stuff to where they probably not ready to deal with this. You know what I'm saying? Like if you talk about when, not in your case, but when Uncle Sammy was touching little TT and it ruined her turn into a whore. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about that kind of deepness and stuff. Do you get that in your music?
I do. I started off, like I said, saying that's crazy stuff, and my crowd was my family. My fans was my family and friends around first. So they listening to it like, okay, is that? And so I started writing more songs, and the first song that I ever wrote that it was hot. Everybody gave me like glory for it. You know what I'm saying? It was called Back on Track. I fell off. You know what I'm saying? Real bad, and got kicked out of school, lost my car, lost my girl. Another girl got pregnant. It got bad. So I wrote Back on Track. I got deep. You asked for it, right? You did.
Man,
So I
I said,
wrote
girl.
that was when I changed my style and decided to talk real and talk to them and let them know who I am. So yeah, there.
So with that, like, did you win? Okay, so when you met when she dropped you, did you make a song about that?
No, I wasn't. I ain't an emotional.
Was you heartbroken?
I wasn't emotional.
Was you heartbroken?
It did give me inspiration. You feel me? It gave me that drive, that heart to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, when you standing alone and you feel like you by yourself, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of pressure on you.
Was you like alone in your room?
I was in the
Staring
basement.
at the wall.
In the back of your mind, did you your conscious
I was in the
call?
basement.
Okay, so
But you
like,
listen to slow tunes, like, damn, if I would just said.
so do you have an album now? Like, how long? Like, if you was just in terms of years, how long have you been making music that's like that you would be ready to put out? Not just like when you first started rapping, but when you said, I'm a rapper.
I say 6-7 years. I say 7 years. I've been taking it serious, and then I stepped away. You know, life happened, but I say 7 years is when I started doing shows and traveling and performing and
You have
trying
any
and
children?
taking it serious. I got a 3-piece.
3.
Spicy.
So when you say life having, is it like involving like kids and things like that?
Kids and things and sort and whatnot.
Cases.
You know what I'm saying?
You ever wish you never had them?
Oh no, they the inspiration. I got songs
I'm
called
glad,
Just
bro.
Me and My Daughter. My kids is, you know.
How old are your
motivation.
kids?
12, 10, and 1.
So you drop
Shout
off
out to
the
Mike.
porch, you
Yeah,
jump-
so
you
Jordan,
jump
that's
off the
good.
porch then.
Yeah.
Yes,
You jump off the porch.
yeah.
But okay, so is your oldest a boy or girl?
It's a girl.
Is she interested in music?
She got a song on YouTube right now. Got 22,000. Shout out to Micah, the Micah bot. Go
She better
watch
than
that.
you.
She,
But-
yeah, you knew it.
Do you, and then I'm saying like you took inspiration from Lil Wayne. Does how he interact with his daughter like influence you? Cause like that's like people
How he
like
was with Ray Janae, that was dope.
Cause
But
people
he,
go ahead.
yeah, that was dope. But I ain't really see too much with it. What I liked, what gave me inspiration actually, on the music tip was Will Smith. How he did.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, that was dope.
That's fine.
That was
And,
dope.
and that's what I like about Lil Wayne more than his raps, cause he put his daughter on. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I like the fact that he's and then me and Corey we got a daughter, so I got a son. He loves his son like we love our daughter, but it's different when it's a girl. You know?
Yeah.
I believe it.
It's more of a protective feeling.
Yeah.
So that's how come I like that. And how
Would you ever
hard
collab
is
with your
it for
daughter?
you?
Would you ever put your daughter on one of your songs?
Yeah, we got a couple songs.
Do you?
Yeah,
Okay.
we got a couple
That's
songs.
what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
She nice.
So
She fun.
what was your first album that you like completely done? What was the title of it?
Flav 101.
And what's Flav?
My flavor.
Okay.
Yeah, my fashion. I love fashion. Shout out to my man right here. What is it? What you say?
Fashionista.
Next fashionista, you
And
dig?
you like-
Hey, you a hater man.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
about to get that hashtag
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, I like
We're gonna take over
my
like
thing.
they took over nigger.
Yeah, no,
We took over nigger. We're gonna take over fashionista.
I got flavor. You know, I just I ain't want to be saying swag. You know, so I took flavor and turned it to Flav 101, and that's what I'm kicking to him. You know what I'm saying?
So
Just a little knowledge about everything.
Styling on them.
you talking his language. Before, like when you put that album out, what's the biggest difference between then and the MC you are now?
What? Say that again.
What's the biggest difference from like when you first started to the MC that you are now?
My experience, the knowledge, everything that I went through to get to where I'm at, what I learned, you know, my friends and my family, that's what got me there. That's what got me working. It did.
So we got Neptune Tuesday. This is where you put a song out every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday, baby.
You use SoundCloud.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
I'm
How many
working on
weeks
SoundCloud.
have you been going so far?
This is the second week.
Second
This
week.
is the second week. 1999 that dropped today. Yeah, go check that out. Yeah.
What was the first one?
The first one was called Valid.
Okay.
Yeah, Valid. Valid. It actually did real good. It did real good. Better than I thought. On my SoundCloud, the demographics show that I only get like 200. Before I was only getting 278
Hey,
views.
so what's your real quick? What's your SoundCloud?
Nicky Neptune.
Everybody okay, Nicky Neptune.
Yeah.
Just to keep reminding everybody if they keep missing it, people hopping on and off the show.
Oh yeah, Nicky Neptune.
How you spell that?
Nicky Neptune. Y'all know it. You
Okay,
dig?
so basically no for you, ain't no tricks.
No tricks to.
Are these
My
original
bad.
productions, or is this a mixtape type thing?
Yeah, this is just mixtape. This is just creating my buzz for the album. Yeah,
beats have you
yeah,
used
beats.
For these first 2 weeks.
I got a couple different beats. One from my homie Young Trez. Shout out to Trez.
That's
and
an
one-
original production. You're not rapping over nobody else beat.
Nah,
okay.
yeah. And then and one actually the first one, Valid is off YouTube, I believe.
Okay.
That's a beat I grabbed off the tube. Yeah, but this one that dropped this week was my homies. He did.
Do you collaborate with anybody else in the area?
Out.
Have you in
And-
Indianapolis?
When I first got out here, I was only producing, so I was messing with a lot of cats. And so I want to say then, but now that I done stepped back into the game, I'm only collaborated with one cat, but I got a team of other cats that I've been working with.
You don't
Soon
like
to
these kids?
drop.
Like,
Yeah, I was about to drop him. Yeah. My man Haji Prime, he always get it in. He's one of the hottest intellectual, big smart. His wordplay is sick. You know what I'm saying? He like 34 and man, solid with it. You know what I'm saying? He about to start coming with his shit too. And then I got a young boy, his name Cap, and he got that young fire wave. You know what I'm saying? So we got a nice look.
What about from the crib? Anybody?
Yes, absolutely. I got two. I only work with my family from the shop.
Okay.
And my nephew, shout out to Ro Marcellus. He's a monster. He is. I would stop talking about me right now to talk about him. That's how cold he is. Like that's my boy. He on his way.
Yeah.
He definitely on his way. He produced Valid for me. He the one producing last week's song. He produced a lot of other songs coming up for me. That's who I work with the most in hand. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So when do you plan on putting out your album? Corey, how is it a set time for you to do Nicky Neptune or Neptune Tuesday?
Is it I'm on.
Is this for?
I'm
saying how long? 7 weeks.
7 p.m.
It started 7 p.m. every night.
No, I'm saying
every
like
Tuesday. I got right now. I got 12 weeks lined up, but I'm still working on songs. So it just all depends on how good the buzz. Keep creating to make. You know what I'm saying? See if I need to just cut it off and start working.
How and then when you just say that right there, man, because you said some deep shit right there. Being an artist, and when you see talent in yourself, man, like I always say, when you have a goal or a dream, and you try to convey it to somebody else, it's not as easy to bring it to fruition into their face. When it's like I always say, like when you go to sleep, you have a dream. The dream can feel so real to you, but when you try to explain it to somebody, they like, what the fuck are you talking about? So like when you are faced with the fact that you feel like you super talented, you feel that you had a talent, but say for instance, it don't go exactly how you wanted to. How hard is that for you to, like, does that bother you that you could possibly have to go get a fucking job? Or did you have to hang your dreams up just because it ain't taking off how you want to?
Well, I learned doing this music and doing anything that you want people support. People will milk your dreams dry. If you put any type of expectations into people following and the people closest to you, you know what I'm saying, you will be hurt. So in the beginning, I used to be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Now I be like, so you ain't rocking with me? I call it, it's like, it's you really, you're not, you know what I'm saying? And so now I'm at a level with, I know what to expect, I know how people live, you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Once the world catch on, everybody else around me go, you know what I mean? You know how it go. You already know how it go. You know
how
what I mean?
important do you feel it is to win at home?
To win at home, like Chicago?
Or just wherever you at?
Just have to have a fan
That
base.
fits.
Have a fan base where you started. You know what I mean? Like where your home is.
How?
Do you think your buzz goes from here out, or do you think it goes from out in?
Oh yeah, my fan base is more in Chicago. Then here, yeah. More Chicago, then here, then Fort Wayne. I lived in Fort Wayne for a while, and then.
So it's generally wherever you been at, that's where the buzz is at.
Right. Yeah.
So
whoever I know, you know, I try to stay connected. You dig? But yeah.
And it's crazy because, like you said, man, like the people you expect to support you the most, they do the least, and it's sad because they would benefit the most from your success. But that's
crazy.
just the nature of the beast.
Ain't it?
Just on a more national level, being from Chicago, what's your sentiments on Kanye West?
Who?
Easy.
I ain't gonna wear his shoes, you dig? You know, West, he went hard, you know, he had his glory time and shit, man. He could have put a lot of people on. He be tweaking. I really don't, you know, Kanye, don't nobody that I know fuck with, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just because of how he is. He he left the city and act like he's still for the city. You know what I'm saying? How you still for the city and you ain't messing with nobody in the city? You know what I'm saying? That's really doing it.
He said he moved back to
He said he moved back.
Yeah, and bad shit. Yeah, man.
Everybody
said if he do that shit, motherfucker, he gonna move right back out. Ain't nobody trying to see no Kanye trying to come
What
out
are
the
your
shit.
thoughts about Larry Hoover?
Hoover? Yeah, see, he funny for that too.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's another thing. Hoover get out, he gonna die or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Them young boys, they gonna try. They gonna have something to prove. I'm the one that killed Hoover. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point? What's the point? He think that
Hoover don't have the influence over Chicago like these old heads think.
See, the thing is, the old heads is the old heads, but these young niggas, they got something to prove, and they ain't got shit to lose. What can you do with some young niggas, a young group of young niggas that ain't got shit to prove? Nothing.
As an MC, do you feel like you, like say for instance, you do get successful, do you feel that you are obligated to give back to the community to help raise them kids from that type of thought process?
Give back to where I came from. Give back to them schools and that I grew up in and around. That, yeah, I definitely will. I'm definitely gonna go back in.
So what part of Chicago do you say that Kanye don't give to? Like you don't think he does anything?
Well, he does. He contributes because he wants. After not doing for so long, he's always had his foot in Chicago, but he's never contributed to like the rappers. That's what I'm talking more about. You know what I mean? Getting talented rappers out of Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
So would you do that? You like help the rappers out of Chicago?
Oh, most definitely.
Give them a look.
Most definitely.
How you feel about the drill scene?
The
like,
what?
was you around for the drill scene, the whole Chief Keef and all that?
Nah, that was younger. I was in college. I really wasn't. Alright, they was that one song he came out with.
Sosa. Everybody loves Sosa or something.
Don't like. That shit was hard. It had me rocking.
Kanye took it, put it on.
I was rocking with that.
He put it on Cruel Summer, Cruel Winter, whatever that shit.
Yeah, you know, he hopped right on that. It was hot. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Well, you know what I'm saying? Like, King Louis, all them niggas that's out there doing shit, you know what I'm saying? He ain't fucking with it.
Was you familiar with Zap TV?
Nah.
Okay.
That dude got killed tonight.
That's correct. But yeah, man, this is what we always ask people who come up here who are artists. Mm-hmm. I'm asking you the same thing. In 5 years, where do you see Nicky Neptune?
5-piece. First off, out of Indianapolis. That's my main goal. I want my family in a position to be better off. As Nicky Neptune, I'm trying to put me in a position. So 5 years from now, I want to see me making consistent money through shows and internet sales, bookings. You know what I mean? Turning this into, you know, me being a speaker, all type of avenues, fashion guru. I want to take this into different levels. You know what I'm saying? I'm a smart hustler, so everything that I do, I try to turn it to a hustle. You know what I'm saying? A way to make money. I feel like if you got a million hustles, you're gonna always be making money. And I'm trying to make this Nicky Neptune shit be residual. You feel me?
I almost sounded old, so you want to see your CD selling off the shelves.
You feel
me? Show what era I come from. Like,
I'm gonna tell you something though. First off, that's a terrific plan. It seemed well thought out, man, and this did sound. I'm glad you didn't say you want a big chain. Bitches and a couple Bentleys.
No.
But no, it's always good to have a plan. But I'm gonna tell you, man, something that ain't good is to have a plan to fail. Yeah. And I am being shout out to my nigga Juby. We talked about that last week, to where like he sort of in a creative, like I say, he's a professional fighter. So you know what I'm saying. It's like sometimes he don't get the support he need or the back he need, and then when you get down, man, it's like easy thinking, fuck, I might go get a job. You know what I'm saying? But I think when you think like that, you're damn near betting against yourself and betting against your talent. Right. And I think that if you that talented to match and you got that work ethic to match, man, something always gonna pop. Like exactly. I think that's like as soon as you ready to give up, that's when it's that's when it happens. But I enjoy this. I enjoy talking to you, man. Enjoy
Drink, laugh, dead or alive. Like, who would
Hey,
you?
hold on, let me answer that shit. The fuck, boy, kick my mic out my fucking hand. Shit, I'm gonna let you get it in. I understand I was wrapping it up. Shit, I
You
should
grabbed
ask.
the third, nigga.
Oh,
That's
you
slide
slide
it
it
home.
Hell yeah, crack this shit out of me. But yeah, that's a good question though. We do always ask that. Go ahead, Corey.
Drink, collab, dead or alive. Like,
It ain't mine, cause I ain't got one.
Dream, collab, dead or alive.
What you just like? You asked him, man.
yeah.
Okay.
Dream, collab, dead or
Did this nigga say, "Let me get this on wax"?
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
I don't know, man. I can't.
You look.
I don't know.
For the sake of the interview, just say anybody.
Yeah, like, would you want to do one with Pac or
Yeah,
PFC?
PFC?
I would,
Say better, bro.
Me with somebody? That's what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah.
Damn. Bitch always called me. Me with somebody. Oh, I definitely would. I would go with Pac first and then Drake second.
Drake.
I knew that was gonna turn heads. Look.
Yeah.
You trying to get that bag?
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
EK try to get residual, so I mean that's
I would go Pac.
That's interesting, man. Because it's not to say that he not like where people say he is, but it's just like when you think of Drake collabos and shit.
yeah.
That's what I want.
That's like the fucking 30th map.
That's what I'll go with. I would go with it. Even over, you know what I mean, all my favorites, even over all them.
What would make you choose Drake?
His style. Man. I like Drake.
Yeah.
I like them when he came in the game and we started singing
Oh,
with
yeah.
the rapping.
Oh,
When he flipped the singing with the rapping and had that,
just a better version of Ja Rule.
he turned it.
Ja Rule,
Yeah.
Or harmonize it
But
like
he-
Bone.
Yeah, but the thing
This
is
shit was
how
R&B
he
and stuff.
how Drake talked to you was more like you relate
Be
to
careful.
it.
Be
You
careful.
relate to it. You relate to it.
Relax.
You can't tell me you can't put one of them songs in while you riding
I might be the age difference.
and you
I
can't.
know lack of lean, but I cannot relate to Drake.
I bet you ain't listen to him.
I ain't
I
ain't never took a road trip. I
If
didn't have a Drake
you
album.
had one bad relationship, you can relate to Drake.
If
If you had one good relationship, you can relate to Drake. You know what I'm saying?
I can't. Hold on.
If you done had hit any
Hold
good
on,
bad
I'm not here being
bitches.
funny or macho. And I've hit bad bitches.
Thanks.
But I cannot relate to Drake.
I can't
I
either.
cannot relate to Drake.
I'm telling
And
you.
that's how come I can't listen to him, because what he's talking about, it don't resonate with me. And I'm not saying that he's not a talented artist, but I cannot relate to Drake.
I know what you mean though.
I know you can.
I like it.
Look.
Y'all made all the motherfucking shit look at your
When he came out,
No, I ain't no more. I just can't relate to him.
half of it for me was, not that this is about me, but half of it was me. He didn't rely on having a female on the track, and I ain't trying to be like
Because he is a
sexy.
female on
He
the
is a
track.
female. That's right.
So Ja Rule had always had the
Oh, you talking about far as the talent
Like,
what they do?
yeah, and how they mixed, and so when he did it,
But Ja Rule came out with
he
a
didn't
thugged
lose
out
his
style.
he didn't lose his cool like Mario Winans or somebody or Dream. He did the singing himself,
I'm not the artist.
and then he was able to flip it back. So.
I ain't just. I'm just
Oh, but the content, yeah, I could. Well,
No, I'm saying for one, it's his dream collab, so it's gonna go however he wanted to go.
you know, back when you put voicemails with music, ring
My
back
shit
tone.
This was my shit was saying.
Marvin's Room by Drake.
Mine was
I ain't like that
Marvin,
bring back
bro.
shit. I ain't like that.
Marvin.
That's what
Marvin.
that's.
Turn it up.
You on that too, Juvie?
What, that
Yeah.
Drake wave?
We got some
And coincidentally, all y'all got on purses.
Yeah.
Coincidentally.
It's called a convenient travel bag.
Travel bag.
Real shit. But anybody got any more questions before we wrap up?
I was trying to see if we got a song.
Hey, can
Some
you
Shit,
let,
had to email that
can
shit.
you
That
let,
was the email they played on here.
can you let everybody know where they can find you, your social media?
my tags. You can check me out on Nicky Neptune on Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. I'm on all that. SoundCloud, Nicky Neptune, Reverb Nation. Right now I'm only only operating off SoundCloud because I don't want to detour, make nobody go nowhere else. Just come see me on SoundCloud. You dig? If you want to see me every day, you know what I'm saying, Snapchat or Instagram, I'm alive.
Already.
Money and facts. It's Nicky Neptune music.
Already, you got any upcoming projects? Anything new coming out?
Every Tuesday. Every
Oh,
Tuesday
okay, every
at
Tuesday.
7 p.m.
So no solid like whole mixtapes or EPs or nothing, but just every Tuesday.
Every
release
Tuesday.
something.
Every
Okay.
Tuesday.
It's just building up to
Make
release.
sure y'all catch
That's
every
what it's
Tuesday.
doing. That's what it's doing. I'm creating that buzz, baby. Creating that buzz. This week I dropped 1999. Y'all gotta check it out. I'm talking some real shit. You know what I'm saying? Last week was valid. You know what I'm saying? It's my way.
Okay.
I really wish that we had got this email to us in advance so we could play it over the air, but we definitely get it in there next week.
That's cool.
We'll go ahead and put you in rotation. Is this song, are your songs copywritten?
Yeah.
I will not play that shit.
Yeah.
I'm tired of getting tagged and harassed on YouTube.
I'm
No,
not
I'm gonna
gonna
throw that
play
shit on here
play.
because this gonna, send us the tracks, email them to us, and we're gonna get you some good airtime.
Sampling.
Then on some other shit,
Yeah,
man, just
sampling.
diversifying your portfolio. I've always wanted to say that. You talk to fashion, like we joking, things like that, but Corey, he is big on fashion. So that might be a little collaboration that y'all can do because it's always good to link up with somebody who like-minded
Yeah.
and who can push the brand further and stuff. Because
Yeah.
sometimes when you're doing something by yourself, you get jaded, but somebody will give you the energy you need to push it to another level type thing. So we need to make some, make some waves and connections and shit. Make sure we get this shit cracking on different levels. We got off to a great start. The theme was Walking Dead. Shout out to Rick Grimes again. But like I said though, man, like anytime I criticize some shit, I have a suggestion. I'm not one of the people who just say, "Hey, stupid, take that coat off." You know what I'm saying? And then don't say put this on to replace it. I always have a suggestion and shit, or I always have a reason why I say what I say. I'm not the type of person who get on social media and try to show out, be something that I'm not. Anytime you see me in my most authentic form. I'm past the showing out stage in my life. I don't do things and shit for attention. I might try to draw attention to something else, but it won't be me in that instance. It might be some a movement or something that needs to be acknowledged. If anybody is ever offended by something I say, I want to sincerely say I don't care. I'm not here to make friends, and people always know that the truth is very offensive. The truth is more offensive than anything on this earth, and it is baffling to me. I fuck with Corey. I fuck with him, but I don't. I was on the side. I don't fuck with Corey no hard way. Like I don't go at him hard. Cause Corey, he wanted me to, but he showed me some signs of sensitivity. When he just said he should block me, they let me know what I already thought. You know what I'm saying? That I've touched his soul just a little bit. But I be fucking with Corey on some he ha shit. It's strange to me, like as the resident MC Nicky Neptune said, that's gay when we was talking about fashionista. He didn't say it verbally, but his ear twitched. But the thing is, everybody doing them and being individuals and stuff, and it don't conflict with the goal of the show or just us as men. I feel like men should always be able to talk shit to one another without somebody getting their panties up in a bunch. And we're gonna work on having Corey free ball.
Hold on.
Just to prevent this.
This the only thing I don't like about that. People be like, why are you picking on him? It's always from a female, like, dang, y'all don't, why, like the one chick said, well, why you messing with him like that? And he was like, he a grown ass man, he could take up for himself or some shit.
Give me my ball back!
Yeah, I'm like,
But no, the whole thing is, like, I'm not a person who just say shit empty. Like, I have a method to the madness. And it is what it is. And like I said at the beginning, it's going to be a fantastic show. On behalf of Renaissance Jewelry, Corey GQ Fresh, Assad, and the homie Nicky Neptunes.
Oh, yeah.
We out.
Scared.